So you're going to take 4 strands of the equal length, fold them in half, and at the half point, you want to tie a knot, and then you want to tape them down onto a flat surface, just like so. Okay, minimum of 4 colors, by the way. Then you want to start to separate the colors so that you have similar number on each side. So you want one of each color on the left and one of each color on the right. You can do this with, colors that are the same, but for purposes of tutorials, I'm not going to. And you can see that I am separating the colors out in order, and the color on the outside is on the outside on each side, and they work their way in. So I'm going to start on the left. I recommend, though, before you start this project, that you know how to do the candy stripe and the basic stitch, because this is what you're going to do. You want to do your basic stitch all the way in until you've hit the first red strand. And that's only for this green strand that we're using. Just watch what I'm doing. So I'm doing the candy stripe. And I'm finishing up on the purple strand, and I'm about to get to the red strand. So here I am, pulling on the red strand, about to start that, and then I will show you on the other side what to do. I like to hold the strands together. It makes for a tighter stitch, when I'm tightening everything. So you want to start on the right instead of on the left. Basically, you're just going to reverse it, and it's pretty simple. It almost kind of does it for you because you can't really do the stitch any other way because you have to get the strand onto that side. So once you get onto that side's red, you're going to stop. You're not going to go onto the green yet. Kind of want to push those other strands off to the side and just hold those 2 green strands in your hands. Because what you're going to do is you're going to tie them together. Do 1 knot, and then you want to do your second knot. And you just want to, lay them flat again and make sure no other strands get caught in between. Okay? So then you just want to, make sure everything's still rearranged the way it should be. And you're going to take the strand that comes second, which in this case is the purple, I believe, or maybe, nope, it's the white, and you're just going to do the same process with the white. So, do your stitch, and you're going to go on to the next one, which is the red. And then you're going to go on to the green. You don't have to keep the same green that was on the side. Just pick the one that is closest to that strand. It'll just make things look nicer. And you're going to do the same thing with the other white strand. Okay, so here you are just doing the same process over again. And you're going to stop when you get to the green strand again, just like on the other side. You don't want to cross over onto the other side's set of strings. That's not the purpose of this. There are stitches where you would do that, however, not this one. And again, once you get to the center, you're just going to tie those 2 strands together, the 2 white strands, and you're going to repeat this process with the purple, which you will see being done. And keep in mind that a whole set of stitches is going to give you a better idea of whether or not you're actually doing this stitch right. A set being one of every color. The first couple of every stitch, no matter how you do it, are always going to look funky, and there's really nothing anybody, has ever been able to do about it. It happens. And you really won't get a feel for how the stitch is going until you get through a full set. So now you want to do this next strand, which in my case is the purple. And I'm aware that I picked some very weird colors to use. However, when I'm making friendship bracelets, I have specific colors in mind, and I just, pick random ones and don't really care as much because I'm not keeping these bracelets. I'm just doing them for demonstrative purposes. Okay, so I did the purple strand, and now I'm just going to do it on the other side. So here I am with this purple strand going through. It is a little confusing at first because there are so many strands going on, but if you just separate them out, it does help. You know, kind of push them off out of your way when you're not using them so that they're not all floating around in the center here. You know, take those ones on the left, get them out of the way totally, and then nothing's getting tangled. Me, it doesn't bother me as much because I'm used to this, so I can just do it. But here I am about to finish off this set of stitches, and I'm going to tie the two purple strands together. If you can see, there's a little spot of white up at the top there. You want to kind of tighten that to eliminate it, and it makes the stitch a little tighter. You don't have to do it. It just kind of helps. Then you're going to do the red, which is your last color, but it doesn't appear to be because there's red not up at the top. Red is the overlaying color. And this will be the final color in your set of stitches. Now, after this, I do recommend doing one set of stitches before you move on with other Chevron projects. Basically, don't do, you know, don't start putting beads on right away if you're doing the American Eagle project, or don't start the totem pole right away either. You want to do this first just because it kind of, it gives you a little base, and like I said earlier, the project will look a little funky at first, so you want to make sure that you follow my guidelines and just do one set of stitches first, and you will get best results, I promise. Also, a lot of the books that I've read that have these designs in them, they do recommend doing one set of stitches first just because of what I said about how it does look funky at first. And that way, after you've done one set of stitches, you'll know if you've done it right. So there's one little set of stitches here. I have all 4 colors. So yeah, that's how you do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.